alone. I owe you an apology.
Okay.
Oh, that was it.
Okay. All right. How about something like, I'm sorry for blaming everything on you. Or, I'm sorry for cursing at you.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Pretend I said that.
Guess I'll take it where I can get it.
All around me are familiar faces.
Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey here, once again with another video on The Flash Season 5. So we are only around like 5.5, maybe like 6 weeks away from the premiere of The Flash Season 5, which is of course very exciting. And as we know, they are filming the early portions of this season, with them currently filming episode 4, which is known as Newsflash. Which they would actually, be towards the end of filming for that episode, with maybe just a few days left of filming for that roughly. Now, of course, we had those set photos from around a week ago, roughly, which were of both Barry Allen and Nora Allen suited up as both the Flash and XS. And they were outside of CCPN, or Central City Picture News, where there was a fire going on with a pretty large crowd watching on. But then we also, only a few days ago, had a shot of Barry Allen playing baseball of all things. And it is today where we got a decent sized set of set photos released, which give us a better look as to what is going on with that scene and, well, yeah, just that in general. But of course, it would be awesome if you could leave your opinions and stuff in the comment section down below throughout the video, and just, well, your general thoughts and theories as to what we go over in this video. And of course, if you're going to enjoy the video, it would be awesome if you could drop a like and to show support for the Flash videos, and of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new. So these photos are coming from YVR Shoots, so I will leave the link to their post on their site about this in the description down below, so go check them out if you want to. So as some of you would know, the premise for this scene, and just to give like an all-round context as to what's going on here, is that CCPD, or the Central City Police Department, and the CCFD, which is of course the Central City Fire Department, are having a baseball match of sorts, like for charity maybe, I don't know, which you see all the time in like real life with work branches and stuff like that, so it's nothing out of the norm. So of course we have Barry there playing for, well, CCPD, which makes sense because he works there. But of course, this is the Flash, ladies and gentlemen, so not everything can just be smooth sailing and will just be normal, can it? No, of course not. And that is no different here, as something happens that causes Nora Allen to show up here as XS to throw something away from everyone that is on the baseball pitch. Is that what you Americans would call it? So I already saw some people complaining about this. Yeah, I know, people complaining on the internet, that never happens. But yeah, they were complaining that Nora is going to replace Barry in certain parts just in order to give her something to do. Which I thought really didn't make that much sense, because this is the first time we have seen Nora sort of just being a speedster by herself. And, well, it makes sense in this scenario. Obviously, whatever happens here, which we will specifically get into in a second, is obviously going to happen in a very short amount of time while Barry is on the field around other people. So there is like no way in which Barry would be able to intervene here without being caught out as a speedster. So it is lucky that Nora is actually here, if anything. So yeah, not sure why or what those people were complaining about, but let's just move on. So you might be wondering, what the hell was it that Nora had to throw that was so dangerous and needed to be dealt with in such a quick manner? Well, going by set pictures as well as just like the description given by YVR Shoots direct from the set, it was actually the umpire's vest that was thrown, which is pretty random. You would think if anything was going to be thrown out of the way, out of everyone's way, it would be the ball that, that for some reason might have had like a secret little bomb or something in it, or someone's made it explosive. But yeah, no, it was the umpire's vest. But yeah, as you can see here in this photo, we can see Nora holding this vest here. Now, when they were filming this scene as well, they had something set up to like mimic an explosion of some sort going off. So I'm guessing it was like a flash of light to mimic an explosion going off. But if we go to this picture here, there are a couple things to look at. The first one being that we can see who I think would be the umpire right here, seeing that he is in mostly black clothing. Now, he does have his arms up, I'm guessing in like a defensive stance, saying like, I don't know what's going on with the vest, it wasn't me. But the other interesting thing to note is that towards like the front of this shot, I'm pretty sure we can see one of Nora Allen's gauntlet things that go on her forearm when she is suited up as XS. Now, I don't know if that is of any relevance, but this seems to be during a shot, so maybe part of Nora's suit gets damaged, causing the gauntlet to come off or something like that. Maybe that could be a part of the storyline for this episode, and maybe for a continuing storyline for the season, maybe someone picks up that gauntlet. As we do know, Spin, or Spencer Young, is being introduced into the season in this episode, and she's meant to be sort of like curious about Nora and the new speedster, so maybe this gauntlet gets left behind. She comes in and picks it up, and she has a piece of like the new speedster's suit. Maybe that's what's going on here. Obviously, we can't be sure at this time, but do let me know what you think of, that and what is exactly going on in this scene in the comment section down below. But even in that shot where Nora was holding the umpire vest, her suit is open and all of that, so it's sort of hard to get an overall thought as to what is exactly going on here. We do know that she will be there as both XS and Nora. So you would have to think she is there to watch the game, to watch her dad play baseball, but then she is called into action to deal with that vest. But I guess that does pose the question as to whether Nora possibly has a flash ring of her own or some sort of device that allows her to transport her suit around with her in like a very convenient way. Like that would be very interesting to find out, because I doubt like the Nora Allen or the XS suit was just like lying in their car and she was able to go get it. So yeah, gonna be interesting to find out what happens there. Now going into season 5, we know that Nora Allen has made a big mistake, which they confirm we would be finding out very early into the season, whether that's episode 1, 2, 3, or one of the early episodes. But it could be the ramifications and just like the repercussions of that mistake that take a while to get like fully revealed throughout the season. But what was also said is that there are secrets that Nora is keeping from the others that, well, could be fairly important and would help if the other people on Team Flash knew about them. Now, I think some of these secrets, or at least one of them, is a ramification of a mistake, and I think that could be connected to maybe the episode 3 title of The Death of Vibe. But one other secret that was talked about is the secret as to why Nora was avoiding Iris. Like, what the hell was going on there last season? Well, Jessica Parker Kennedy, who of course plays Nora Allen, revealed that this secret around Nora and Iris's relationship would actually be revealed earlier than some people might think. But this is exactly what she had to say. Something has obviously happened for me to feel much closer to my father than my mother. It's something you'll find out relatively early on in the season. Personality-wise, I think she's a lot like Barry. Certainly the way Barry was early on. She's finding her footing, she's goofy, she's dorky, she's very young-spirited. She is prone to making mistakes and other people needing to clean them up. That's just sort of where she's at right now. She's in the experimental phase of her life. Now, I think the secret has to do with Iris maybe warning her about the misuse of her powers that, that they have already revealed were just simply passed down to her from Barry through genes and DNA and all that jazz. And as many people think, and as will most likely be the case, Barry probably wasn't around for Nora when she was growing up and dealing with these abilities, so he couldn't teach her firsthand himself. But now Nora has used these powers, travelled back in time, messed up obviously. This is probably what like old woman Iris warned her about, and now she might feel guilty that what her mother warned her about has actually happened. Obviously there could be some other stuff to go along with all of that, but you'd have to think that is roughly what is going on there. And the last thing I want to talk about is a deleted scene that we actually got from season 4 that will be a part of the DVD and Blu-ray for season 4 that comes out in just the next couple of days. This scene is from the finale, so let's actually give it a watch right now.
Can I even do that? Can I put Barry inside DeVoe's mind?
Not by yourself. The chair that I created still contains an imprint of Clifford's synaptic waves. I will use that to open a door into his subconscious. Then, your ability to telepathically inhabit others will serve as a cerebral bridge, allowing the Flash's mind to connect to Clifford's.
I'm guessing it's really risky to put her into the mind of a psychopath.
Yeah, technically you would be connected mentally to DeVoe.
So, best case, I start acting like him, like I have been with other people. Worst case, he uses his brain powers on me, and...
Look, we understand the risks. If you guys don't want to do this.
Our baby is not gonna live in a world without love because of that madman. If this is what it takes to bring him down, then I say let's get it set up. Preferably before my next contraction.
All right. If we're gonna do this, we all have to agree to it as a team. Harry, you on board?
No. Problem.
Let's do it.
So that scene might look familiar to you, and many of you might be thinking, hang on, Pagey mate, you're messing with us, right? That for sure isn't a deleted scene. I'm pretty sure that we saw that in the finale. And yeah, I thought that as well, but this scene was actually a deleted one. The reason that is the case, and you may think you have seen this, seen before, is because in the promo images for the finale, there was like 3, 4, maybe even 5 photos from this scene in that set of promo images. And just due to the fact that there was so much stuff going on in the finale, things like this just slip from your mind. So due to seeing these in the few promo images, it just like gets ingrained in your head, I guess, that this scene like happened in the finale. And as you saw in the deleted scene, it was just a scene where they were talking. It wasn't an action scene, so you don't like immediately remember it. So you just think, oh, okay, this definitely happened. It was just something that didn't really pay too much attention to. So yeah, I was a bit confused, but then I realized it was just those set photos that I had seen so many times that made me believe that I had, in fact watched this scene before. So yeah, there's your first deleted scene from season 4, and I'm sure we'll get a couple more on that DVD. Probably like maybe 3, 4, maybe 5 more. Hard to tell. But thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, it'd be awesome if you could drop a like on the video to show support. Let me know in the comments section down below your various opinions on what we went over in this video, like the set photos, all of that stuff, the deleted scene, even if you want to as well. Just leave all of your opinions down there. And of course, if you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.